In this video, I'm going to take you to the Bayshore Exhibition Gallery at HDB Hub. So not many people know, but the HDB Hub office actually has this gallery portion that is open to public, and you can visit to check out several projects and also miniature model, and one of them is about the Bayshore estate. But before we check out the miniature model, let's discuss first at high level what are the plans that government has to rejuvenate the Bedok town. Bedok is one of Singapore's oldest and most loved neighborhoods, known for its incredible food, established schools, and deep sense of community. But as a mature estate, it needs a bit of refresh to keep up with the changing needs of both younger families and our seniors. The crown jewel of Bedok's expansion is indeed the upcoming Bayshore estate, nestled on a 60-hectare plot of reclaimed land between Upper East Coast Road and the East Coast Parkway. This new precinct is designed to be a vibrant, green, and car-light waterfront community. The government is planning to introduce about 10,000 new homes here, where 7,000 of these will be HDB flats, and then the rest will be condos. This opens up premium waterfront living to a much broader group of Singaporeans. So there are a couple of reasons why Bayshore promises excellent convenience. Number one is superb transit. So the estate is built around the Thomson East Coast Line, with residents living just a short walk away from the Bayshore and also the Bedok South MRT stations. And then Bayshore will also be pedestrian friendly because a 400-meter main transit spine along Bayshore Drive will feature wide sheltered walking paths and dedicated bicycle lanes. A beautiful 3-hectare central park will also be included in the neighborhood. Now let's take a closer look of the miniature model of Bayshore Estate. So as you can see, Bayshore MRT is over here, and then this one is Vela Bay condo, which is under construction, and the upcoming BTO that is being offered in October is actually this giant land plot, so it's over here. Now this one is actually another BTO that is also offered in October, because in October, remember, there are two Bayshore plots that are being offered. So this is number one, which is the smaller one, and then the bigger one is the one at the back, which is closer to the Bayshore MRT station. Now if we look here, this is the Central Park, and then the transit priority corridor is over here, where this is going to be pedestrian friendly and car light. And then if you recall, a couple of years ago, there was a BTO project called Bayshore Vista. Basically, it's over here. And then right behind it, it's Bayshore Palms, which was also launched several years ago. And then there will be this proposed health and medical care. I'm guessing it will be a polyclinic. I mean, comment down below if you know what this will be exactly, but it looks like it's going to be a polyclinic based on the size of it. But it's nice that they have a central park right over here so that it's more livable and more family friendly as well. As you can see, there's a proposed educational institution here. So one of my audience mentioned that this is confirmed to be a primary school. So if you have young children, this will be very helpful. While the one at the back, this is Temasek Secondary School according to URA master plan. Now if you are wondering where is the integrated development, is basically over here. So it's at the back, nearer to the Bedok South MRT station. So this is what the Bayshore estate will look like. As you can see, the size is quite big. There are several plots that hasn't been announced yet. So for example, this land plot, this giant one, is also not yet announced. Now this is another look from a different angle. As you can see from this miniature model, it's very close to East Coast Park. You just have to cross the street. So if you like an active lifestyle, definitely this will come in handy. For the time being, you will be able to see some ocean view, but just a heads up that Long Island project is coming. So I will talk about that in the next chapter of this video. Now this is another angle which is basically taken from the back. So this is the integrated development that I was talking about. As you can see, it's much closer to Bedok South MRT station. So if you manage to secure a BTO flat in either of the two Bayshore project that is being offered in October, you can either walk or you can also take the MRT. It will be like one MRT stop away. So as you can see, the walk, in my opinion, it's not that far, but of course it depends on you. Like if you just want to take the MRT to go to the commercial development, that would be doable as well. Now the brown ones are basically indicating existing buildings that are not part of the Bayshore estate, but yeah, that's pretty much what Bayshore Estate will look like. And let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think about this Bayshore Estate? Are you interested to live here, or you would rather apply to another town? But I guess if we're talking about Bayshore, then it wouldn't be fair if we don't talk about the Long Island plan, because this is actually a real watch out if you are considering to apply for a BTO in Bayshore. While indeed Bayshore sounds like a dream, long-term residents need to look slightly further out because there's a massive coastal project coming, which is the Long Island. This is a major long-term coastal protection and reclamation strategy because Long Island will involve creating about 800 hectares of new land off the coast of East Coast Park. This massive project serves a critical purpose, which is to protect Singapore from rising sea levels due to climate change, but at the same time, it is also planning to create a new freshwater reservoir and also create more space for homes, parks, and businesses. So there are several implications for Bayshore Estate related to Long Island project. Number one is the transformation of the sea view. Right now, you may be able to directly look out at the open sea and ships in the straits, but once Long Island is reclaimed in the coming decades, those front row sea views will change. Instead of the open ocean, residents will look out onto a new peaceful freshwater reservoir with the new landscape landmass of Long Island sitting on the horizon. In other words, you might not see the ocean anymore, but you will see like a reservoir. Even though both are waterfront, but then it feels different, right? While a waterfront view of a reservoir and greeneries from the park is still beautiful, but then you must consider whether that is what you are okay with, because that is what's going to come in several decades to come. And then the second implication would be construction, noise, and also dust, because reclamation and infrastructure development of this scale will take several decades. Bayshore residents moving into their new homes over the next 10 years will likely have a front row seat to coastal engineering works in the distance. While of course Singapore governments will do their best to mitigate dust and noise disruption to nearby neighborhoods, but it is unavoidable to a certain extent. So you need to keep that in mind. What's your priority in life, and will that be a problem for you and your family? And then another thing that not many people are willing to talk openly is that what's the impact on long-term property values and also amenities. So on the positive side, Long Island will bring a massive wave of new amenities to the East Coast region, right? It will likely feature brand new recreational spaces, beaches, sport facilities, and potential commercial nodes. And because Bayshore will sit directly opposite this massive new lifestyle hub, it could become a highly strategic gateway town, potentially influencing long-term property demand and convenience once the entire coastal ecosystem matures. So that's on the positive side. But then on the other hand, like if you already pay so much money and hoping to see the ocean view, and then several decades later, your view is blocked by another high-rise building and you can only see basically reservoir. Are you okay with that? That is something that you need to think about, because the value proposition is just not going to be the same, right? That's the reality. If you are interested to visit this gallery yourself, you can easily do that by going to Toa Payoh, and then at the MRT station, simply take exit A and go towards HDB Hub. The main gallery where you can see this Bayshore Estate miniature model is at level 1, and if you still have time, actually I would recommend you to visit level 3 because they have the My Nice Home gallery there, where you can see the show flat of different flat types that is being offered by HDB, from 2-room flexi, CCA, 3-room, 4-room, and also 5-room flats. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye. To support my work, you can give a one-time tip by pressing the thanks button, pick the amount that you want, and click buy and send. Or you can also press the join button for exclusive contents and monthly membership. Your support means a lot to keep us independent. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.